Yo, yo, what up? It is about 15 hours before the Iconoclast comes out. This is the second elusive target that is unique to Hitman 3. It happens in Mendoza. I know the game's been out for a while, and I'm sure many of you know Mendoza quite well. I wanted to do a discovery run of it just in case anyway. Just to like kind of refresh my mind about what kind of features are around the map. I'm not going to check out the entire map. I'm going to base it off of where I think the target's going to be. And this is just based on the IO trailer that got released recently. You kind of saw a few clips of her. I know that's not necessarily definitive. Sometimes it can be misleading. But based on that, and just I guess based on where I saw her in the picture just now, I'm going to assume that she's going to be primarily in the party areas of this level. So if you start the level with the winery viewpoint, or if you have deluxe and you do directory commentary, either of these two, Diana will give you an invitation to the party. If you don't, then you won't have it, right? So I'm going to basically just try to explore what you can do if you don't have that the party invitation. Because, I don't even know if, the default starting location where she gives it to you, I don't even know if that's even going to be an option for the actual elusive target, because that one's really story driven, so that might not even be a thing. Okay, so anyway, what am I talking about? So if I start from the parking lot and I go up to this guy, see, I don't have the invitation, and I'm not aware of any way that I can get the invitation. I don't believe you can get it from Diana. Maybe someone else is holding one that you can take. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to go down this way. I don't really know much about this path, but I wouldn't advise it anyway, because you kind of end up in the vineyard, which is also out of bounds, right? So over here is where I am instead. I'm trespassing, but no one up here really cares. At most, it's that guy right there, right? So you can easily run down over here, and if you have a silenced gun, there's your first guard. From up here, he won't see you. If you get a little bit too close, any closer, he might see you, right? So you want to stay far back, and oh, there you go. See, if he turns his head, he might see you. So what I want to do is I want to shoot the ground behind him. Okay, so if I see that yellow indicator, then I'm not going to shoot, because I think that'll get busted. But just quickly shoot behind him. Okay, it really doesn't take that much skill. He'll turn around, and then you can basically knock him out. Now, keep in mind there are those two guards that kind of patrol down this way. I've never been caught by them doing this. I don't think you can, but don't quote me on that. Just make sure they're not around. And then if you want the gaucho outfit, you can pick it up, but you really don't need it. If you want to even just leave it, drag his body in the grass here, you should be okay. As long as those two guys aren't too close to you, then you should be able to walk right past this area. As soon as you hop this fence, you are no longer trespassing, right? This whole area down here on this side of the fence is going to be okay for my suit. So that's good. As long as I don't walk inside, of course. So yeah, this area, I guess we'll kind of just start talking about this area real quick. Actually, first, before I do that, let's just quickly note that you want to be careful around here if you're in your suit, because there's one guy who can spot you, and that's Corvo Black. That's this dude. He starts off with his back towards you at the beginning, then he'll walk upstairs and he'll kind of explore that area, and at some point he may even come down this way as well. So you want to just be extra vigilant, make sure that you don't turn a corner and run straight into his face and get caught that way, right? And the other thing that I wanted to point out around here is this is an agency pickup spot. Nice place to get it for a small item, so we'll keep that in mind. Now, I doubt that the target will be in this area. If she is, that'll be a problem, because this is obviously really open. If she kind of lingers here for too long, the only way I can really think of to get her out of there is maybe she has a drink or something, and we can poison it with rat poison. If that happens, great. So I guess while we're on that note, I want to quickly just point out here, there's like tons of these wine bottles. You can just pick them up. They make for a pretty great weapon. You can melee someone with it and it'll stay intact, but if you throw it on the ground or if you throw it at someone's head, it'll shatter, right? But those are pretty good. I think when I end up doing this mission, one of the first things I'm going to do is run over this way, and I'm going to get a waiter outfit. And to do that, it's super easy. You don't need any skill at all. Just walk into this closet. There's even a wine bottle here for you to pick up. And then just disable the fuse box. Make sure you step outside again, because you're technically trespassing in there. This waiter will be the one to go in. Just going to quickly point out that there are 3 coins here for the taking that are really useful. Okay, and then once the waiter goes in, sneak behind him, make sure the door's closed.
Okay, I'm just pretending to look.
I prefer to wait until he actually fixes the fuse first before I knock him out. So you can choke him out, you can like hit him with the wine bottle, whatever. Take his outfit. I think his outfit is going to be probably the most useful, because you can pretty much get around all of the party areas. I don't think there's really any enforcers here, and you can administer poison, right? So I guess what we'll do now is we'll talk about just the tasting room. I did see a clip of the target in this area, I believe, so there's a good chance that she may be here just like socializing. If that's the case, then if she has a drink somewhere, then as a waiter, I can just, as long as I find some rat poison, I can just poison. Well, first of all, I can find some lethal poison. That would be the easiest way. Or rat poison will get her to go to a bathroom or something, and then I can drown her. That would be another way to do it. So that's probably what I would end up doing if she ends up being in this room. What I'll do is I'll explore the surrounding area. I don't think I want to make a move on the target if it's out here. It's just way too open. If she ends up out here, let's say to like make a phone call or something, it's relatively secluded, but there are still people who kind of walk back and forth. There are these 2 wine guys who are here for some period of time. They're not going to always stay here though. But there's a box here and a crowbar, so maybe like I can lure her to this box and just take care of her like here. I don't think they'll see as long as they kind of stay talking. And if we walk upstairs here, this dude is puking. He kind of goes in, comes out, and pukes repeatedly. I may have seen either him or someone like him down here as well. So just want to be aware of that if we decide to use this area. But yeah, the primary motivation would be this box. Okay, let's just quickly go down this way. Don't really come down here much. There is a camera that we have to shoot out. Oops, there we go. Lockpick, I'm definitely bringing a lockpick, right? So if we pick this lock, we end up in the theater. There are 2 enforcers for the waiter outfit. Down here, you may want to take note of a banana, which is good because you can knock people out. And if their body is found, you won't get busted because it just looks like a slip and fall. There's a knife here. There's a crate over there. And we can pick this door, and then there's rat poison inside the closet, which is something to keep an eye out for in case we want to poison someone. There's also this door that if we decide to go this way, we're in sort of like the winery area. That guy has his back to us, and if we go to the left, you should be able to get to this area without being seen, and you can like vault over this box. And now you're in the public area again. So that's one way to get here undetected. So if we need an escape, that's one way to go. So So just returning to where we were before.
These majestic plains were my playground. I'm returning here to pick up the mantle of
Okay,
my
so returning to this floor. Yeah, see, like there's a guy who walks through this area, so we want to be careful. As for this area over here, it is kind of out in the open. You know, if the target decides to come out here and maybe like take a phone call or admire the scenery or something to that effect, something similar to what I'm doing like here, this may be a good spot. I don't know if I'll be busted by that guy, so that's definitely a risk we have to keep in mind. Like, I don't know that this is the safest spot to do something illegal, but if it's okay, based on this map, if I throw someone over this railing, it'll be outside the bounds of the map, so we can be pretty confident that no one will find the body. Even here, it would just go into either water or into like those plants. So this is pretty well hidden. See, maybe if I like knock someone out over here, that dude won't see. I know there are plenty of people over here, but most of them are ghost NPCs, right? So the real NPCs have that gray outline when you use your instinct. They can actually see you doing illegal stuff. These ghost NPCs can't bust you. So just to demonstrate that, I pull out a pistol. I can even aim it right at them. And I won't get busted. Although there will be some funny effects if, like, say I walk towards them later, they'll be freaking out a little bit. But notice that all the normal NPCs are still treating me the same. So this place is not as crowded as you might think. But again, there are some risks inherent to doing it so close to people who can bust you. I've noticed a guard patrolling this area here as well. So definitely this would not be my first choice to be a place to take someone out. Yeah, there's that guard. Over here, same idea. I don't know if I'm going to be busted by some people up there or anyone along here. It's just not really worth it. That guy already can see me doing something illegal, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so this area, probably no good. Dance floor, obviously no good. This is a maybe. This is a maybe because there's a box. Just quickly go back. All right, so if we go up here, right, this is the main like eating area. Plenty of people here. Not much we can do other than poison a drink. Yeah, way too many spotters. However, this area has some relatively hidden places, nice high walls, and no one from up high can see you. That being said, there are 2 NPCs over here. You don't want to do anything near them. It's just not worth it. And there's one guy right there. And I can see there is a waiter over here. So I think we can take this guy out if we do something like this. Make sure you're taking cover and then knock him out. His body's hidden. I would not do anything by this circle of weeds, because even though it looks like you're kind of hidden, I've been caught like at some really strange angles by these other guards. So I would not even bother with this one. This one is a maybe. As you can see, I just took this guy out. You can take this guy out as well. It's risky though, right? And then, like, let's say the target were to come this way. I can maybe toss her over the edge, and then that'll be an accident. Maybe this edge. So we don't care if her body gets found. But that's about it. I can't, like, shoot her. I'd have to just knock her out. And it looks like, as long as Corvo Black isn't in the area, because sometimes he walks through this area, I can drag this guy like this, and I should be able to toss him over this railing. And looks like that approach will work. That angle looks like it's okay. Let me just see if this doorway is also okay. Yeah, I think that should be fine if I were to drag someone's body into this little entrance. Okay, yeah. So that's definitely one way we could do it. You know, just clear out that NPC and then potentially just kill the target over here, but not with a gun or any other weapon. Just knock her out and then throw her over. There's Corvo Black, actually. Yeah, let's try. I'm gonna see if I can knock him out and not get caught. Yeah, okay, so I guess if we clear out this area, then this back area becomes an option. But again, got to keep an eye out on Diana and what's her face. I don't even know if they'll be on the map or not. Who knows? But I guess if she is, she'll probably be marked in blue. But who knows, right? Aside from that, the only other thing that's noteworthy about this area, I think, is if we come back into this room, there is a rat poison here, and there's a closet for 2 bodies. But there's one guy over here. Gonna want to take him out. He does have his back to you the whole time, but still, I guess you want to take him out just in case he hears anything. No one really comes through here, with the exception of after the dinner feast begins, or at some point if Don Yates invites Diana to that basement thing, then his personal bodyguard will come through this area at least once, I think. So you want to make sure that's not happening. And then from here, if you're the waiter, this guy is an enforcer. But otherwise, you can get a nice angle on the camera box here. So it might be worth it to try to take it out. Nice. Okay, cool. If for some reason I want the bodyguard disguise, first of all, I can walk through this door and just be back in the public area. So that's one thing. There is a bodyguard here as well. Probably just chuck a coin like this.
Come in. Something ain't right down here. Stand by while I investigate.
Then with the door closed, I can just go up behind him. Grab the bodyguard outfit if I want it. I doubt I will, but it's an option. And then we can just stash him right here. Just make sure that other guard isn't coming. So there's that, and then if I come down this way, there should be a 3rd rat poison right there. Another noteworthy thing is this hole where you can push any number of bodies in there and it will not kill them. They'll remain unconscious, but you can stash any number of bodies down there. And then this just connects to the wine area. Cool. So that's pretty much it with this area. See, I don't want to get caught by this dude. Cool. So let's see, what did we cover? So we covered this area that I just came from, this outside like eating area, sort of like more of the party areas, tasting room, and then let me go down to the bottom actually. I'm not going to bother with the villa because I don't think the target will go there, but you know, could be wrong. Okay, so let's go downward. Is this the way I'm trying to go? I don't... This isn't even where I'm trying to go. Right, okay, so I'm trying to go down this way. Okay, so in the unlikely event that the target ends up in this area, and if I want to take her out, but I'm worried about being spotted by like random people and stuff, the process to clearing out this area begins with these two guards, I think. You can take them both out just by throwing anything against this wall. This is also a good way to get the gaucho outfit. Just wait for him to like go up against the wall. Knock him out. Get his outfit if you want it. And then if you repeat the same trick, the other guard will come. So we can take him out and throw him in here as well. Okay, so once you take out these two, next I would take out that guy. So you can just throw something at the bottom of the stairs. Give yourself a little bit of extra room. Then, as soon as he starts walking downward, no one else will be around. Just get behind him and then chuck something in his head. And as for his body, you can just put it in this nearby circle of weeds. You do want to be careful of that one worker right there, that female worker. She can see illegal stuff happening over here. So what you want to do is you want to get a coin, and you want to make sure she doesn't see you throw it. So like hide here, and then throw it on, make sure it's on this side of the fence. Like throw it like here or something. And then she will then, because she can't hop fences, so she'll go on this long path all the way through around that opening and then back over here, where she'll investigate where you threw the coin. And you can totally just take her out. Once you take her out, just move her into any of these pots. And then you can basically do anything illegal on this side of that stairway. Obviously watch out for like Diana and that posse, because they can come up and down this area, so you want to make sure they don't see you. But most of the time you should be able to have free reign if you take out those NPCs. There she is. So let's just take her out. Yeah, so these guys shouldn't see you. These guys shouldn't see you somehow. It'll be fine. I've never been caught. So that's how you can get rid of her. And that way you kind of have access to this box. So here's the thing, right? So this box, you could lure someone over. Like, for example, even this guy, you can lure him over. Hombre. Okay, so I've been sort of like seen for half a second by those two heralds up there. But I've never actually been caught. But it is risky. I don't know if it's possible to get caught doing this. So I wouldn't recommend it if you can avoid it. But yes, this is definitely a possibility if the target happens to be walking by. So that's pretty much it for this area. I want to quickly just replan the mission and start from the shrine, because this is another totally viable option. If you want to start with the mercenary outfit, this is definitely a good way to do it. First of all, you should keep in mind there is a propane flask here if you want to set up one of those types of accidents. Stay here, and then one of these guards will end up standing with his back towards you like this. Be careful how you take him out. I think if you want to just sneak up behind him and melee him with a propane flask, that should work. You won't get caught. You can drag him into the shrine area and take his clothes. Just don't cause any kind of like panic with an explosion or something, because otherwise the guards might start patrolling and they might find his body. So with the lockpick, I would enter through this area and come around here. There's a camera and a guard, but they won't see you as long as you like stay close. You can enter this room and you can pick up a crowbar. These two guards will have their back to you at all times. And since you have the lockpick, you can pick this locker and get a free mercenary disguise. So you could totally do that. Another option, if you want to take out this guard, you really don't have to, unless you want to go that way. But otherwise, you really don't have to. But if you wanted to, chuck a coin this way. He'll hear it, and then I close the door, right? And then once he walks by, you can walk past him. You can take him out and take his clothes. I would shoot the camera. And then check this out. So I was experimenting with this earlier, actually. But you can make a beeline for that locker, and I'm pretty sure you won't get caught. It's pretty incredible. Or maybe I will. Let's see. Nope, not caught. Yeah, even though he turns his head, I could be standing right here, not disguised, with a gun pointed straight at him. Even when he turns his head slightly. Look, even now, he still can't see me. So that's something to know. And then, I doubt this will come in useful for you, because you'd have to take out these two guys. But if you did, then that railing where he's leaning on, after you complete all your objectives, come over here and grab the tactical wetsuit. And you'll be able to exit from there by diving into the water, which is kind of cool. But again, I don't think that'll be very useful. Just something to know about, just in case. And if you start the level this way, you want to grab the merc outfit, you can. Be careful as you exit, make sure that guy doesn't see you. You might get seen for like half a second by someone up here, but it's fine. If you just quickly run through this stone doorway, you're already in the public area. Remember, we were here earlier, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Even if you don't start there, as long as you get here somehow, you could totally do it in reverse. Go this way and get a merc outfit like that. As long as you have a lockpick, right? Just pick open this door and just do everything I just did. So that's definitely another option. That pretty much covers this area. I doubt the target will be here. I doubt she'll be in the villa, but if she is, then we'll find out tomorrow. And I doubt she's going to be hanging out in the parking lot. I doubt she'll be down here. So hopefully our exploration of this area gives us enough ideas to take her out. I'm definitely bringing a lockpick. I don't think I need to bring coins because we do have coins sort of in that tasting room where we're also going to pick up the waiter disguise. Plenty of places where you can find rat poison. I may want to consider sneaking in some lethal poison, and if I do, then we know we can stash it like where was it? Not here, right? It was I think it was like somewhere around here. There was an agency pickup. Yeah, it was like one of these trash bins. Trash bin right there at the center of my screen. So maybe I'll sneak in a lethal poison in case the target drinks right there. So then as the waiter, I'll be able to poison her really easily. Another option could be a lethal syringe in case she doesn't drink, because you could syringe anyone. In terms of exits, the easiest exit in the main mission would be with Diana on the dance floor. But many of these like escalations or any of these custom versions of this level will take that exit away. In which case there is an exit over here, which I don't recommend because there's quite a bit of risk in trying to get there. The other exit is like over here. I think this would be the way to go. So so just to demonstrate, so I'm in the public area, I would go down here. This is still the public area. It might be good to just practice this because I don't know for sure where all the NPCs are. Let us try to do it like this. So I'm in the public area. Now I'm going to hop over the fence. And I can either use my instinct or my mini-map to just make sure that I'm not that close to anyone, or I'm blocked by like these lines. The only two guards I got to worry about are these two patrolling guards. So let's fall back a little bit just in case. Might as well study their movements while I'm here. So that looks like that's one end of their patrol route. Okay, this could be a little dangerous. So I want to kind of be along this outer edge. But I think they're the only two who could potentially spot me. So this is the angle I want to be at. Like, once they're walking in that direction, the exit is that gate. That guy might see me for like half a second, but as long as I'm over here, hit G, and then I'm gone. Anyway, yeah, so that'll be probably the best way to exit this level. Alright, well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks for watching.